Hello. So we are going to multiply 453 thousandths times 22. It's a big project. Take a deep breath and get ready. Oh, and if you don't have paper, get paper. So I already drew this little place value chart, and I'm going to put my 453 thousandths into the place value chart so I can see what's going on here. Looks like 4 tenths, 5 hundredths, and 3 thousandths, right? And if I was rounding that to the nearest tenth, it would be 5 tenths. I wrote that 5 tenths down there because it's pretty close to 5 tenths. 45 cents is close to 50 cents, right? So 5 tenths. So I'm going to estimate this really quick. 5 tenths, I like 5 tenths because 5 tenths is about a half. And if I have half of 22 or 22 halves, that's an easy thing to do. I'm going to have 11, right? So half of 22 is 11. 5 tenths times 22 is 11, which means that multiplying 453 thousandths times 22 is going to be about 11. Okay, it's about the same as doing 5 tenths times 22. Now 5 tenths is a little more than 453 thousandths, so I expect my answer to be a little bit less than 11. Okay, but pretty close to 11. I'm not going to have hundreds. I'm not going to have tenths or ones. I'm going to have a little more than 10, around 11. So we are going to multiply this using both the standard algorithm, and again, you should be writing this down. Write it neatly, leave lots of space. You want to be able to know how every bit of this works, and you should be following along with your paper. So I set up my standard algorithm, and over here I am going to do the area model. I broke my 22 into 20 and 2. And now I'm going to use that place value chart to break apart the 453 thousandths. So I can see there's 4 tenths, 5 hundredths, and 3 thousandths. Let me get my boxes drawn. If you're following behind, remember you can just pause the video and catch up. Okay, so multiplying out what goes in these boxes, you probably have some trouble doing it in your head. So really, you should take some more room on your paper and write these things out. Okay, we'll practice mental math later. So 20 times 4 is 80, but really it's 4 tenths. So I'm going to move that decimal over in my product as well. So 80 tenths, or just plain 8. Go down now and do the 2 times 4 tenths. This is kind of interesting since we have a 20 and a 2, and 20 is 10 times bigger than 2. So when I do 2 times 4 tenths, I get 8 tenths, which is 10 times less than the 8. Okay, not surprising since the 2 is 10 times less than the 20. Okay, so 20 times 5 hundredths. 20 times 5 hundredths is 100, right? 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 2 is 10. I could go over and multiply the 0 times everything. It would just give me some more zeros. We can put them in there if you want to, though. 0 times 0 is 0. 0 times 2 is 0. Got nothing else, just some zeros. Okay, add them up. Still got 100. Okay, this is like 20 times 5 cents. 20 nickels is 100. Okay, 100 pennies. So once I move those hundreds over, I've got $1, right? 20 times 5 cents is $1. So I have 1. Now 2 times 5 hundredths, 2 nickels. What am I going to get? It's going to be 10 cents, right? Or 1 tenth. Here, I'll do the zeros for you. It doesn't matter though, right? So 0.1, 10 cents. or 10 hundredths if you like. I'm just going to write 10 hundredths over here in the box. Now I am moving over to do 3 thousandths times 20. So let me write the 3 thousandths. That's times 20. I know I was putting 20 on the top before, but I like the smaller number on the bottom when I'm writing out the standard algorithm. So 0 times 3 and 0 and 0, it's all zeros. Now I'm moving over to the 2, so I have to move over a place, and then 2 times 3 is 6, and 2 times 0 is 0. Add it up, I got 0, 0, 6, 0, but I'm doing thousandths, so I move over 3 places, and it looks like I end up with 6 thousandths, right? Wait, no, that's 6 hundredths. It's in the hundredths place, 6 hundredths. So 20 times 3 thousandths is 6 hundredths. 2 times 3 thousandths, what's that going to be? It's going to be 6 something, right? So 3 thousandths times 2, 2 times 3 is 6, and then 2 times the 0 is a 0. Move it over 3 places, 6 thousandths. You knew that one in your head. Before we add all this up, take a minute and look at those answers in the boxes. The green ones here, 8, 1, and 6 hundredths. And then I'm going to highlight the other ones in yellow. Do you notice how all the products in the yellow boxes now are 10 times less than the green ones? So we're going to compare that later. Before I add it up, I'm going to move over to the standard algorithm. So 2 times 3 is 6. Then I move over to do 2 times 5, and that's 10. Put the 0 down there and the 1 above the 4. 2 times 4 is 8. Oh, wait. I've got to add that 1 from when I did 2 times 5. So 2 times 4 is 8, and add that 1, I get 9. Now this next one, I'm really multiplying by 20, so I'm starting with a 0, and then 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 5 is still 10. 2 times 4 is still 8. Add that 1, and I get 9. Notice I've got the same digits here. A 906 and another 906 with an extra 0. Now, since it was 453 thousandths. Wait, I'm erasing all that. I'm gonna add up over here first, I guess. All right, so here we go. I'm adding all this up. I'm adding the green boxes. I've got an 8, a 1, and a 6 hundredths. Add all that up, and it looks like I've got 9 and 6 hundredths, right? Oh, first I'll put it in the green box so you know what's happening. Now can we add it up? Here we go. 9 and 6 hundredths. Okay, how about the yellow ones? 8 tenths, 1/10 or 10 hundredths, and 6 thousandths. Add all those up. And I've got 906 thousandths. And these are all the yellow ones, right? So notice that 9 and 6 hundredths is 10 times more than 906 thousandths. Why is it 10 times more? Think about that. Why did my green ones end up being 10 times more than the yellow ones? Is it because 20 is 10 times more than 2? Probably so. You are, of course, still writing this down, right? Pause it and catch up if you're not still writing this. Okay, so now let's go back over here. And that 453 thousandths, that all needs to be, the decimal needs to be moved over in our products. Hey, look, now that I got the decimals in, it looks just like those ones we just added up over there with the area model. There's the yellow ones, 906 thousandths. And there's the green ones, 9 and 6 hundredths, or 9 and 60 thousandths if you'd rather. Okay, but the same numbers. And still the green box is 10 times more than the yellow box, because the green box is showing us multiplying 20 times 453 thousandths, and the yellow box is showing us multiplying 2. So the 20 is 10 times more than the 2. Add them all up, I get 9 and 966 thousandths. And you've probably already figured this out, but if we add up all the other ones on the other side here, 9 and 6 hundredths plus 906 thousandths, guess what? It's the same answer. So our two answers match. That's a good sign. And looking back up here at our estimate, we said it was going to be a little bit less than 11. 9.9, that's pretty close to 10. So not too far off 11. Okay, catch up with your writing. See you soon.